ఎప్పుడు ఎందుకు ఓకే పూజ ఉంటారా
ఇంటి దగ్గర ఉంటే పాములు పొట్లు ఉంటాయి కదా.
ఓకే ఓకే
అదే
సో నువ్వు టెంపుల్ వెళ్తావు ఊరికి వెళ్తావా
ఊరికి వెళ్తే 4 days నేను
ఓకే టెంపుల్ వెళ్తావు
మామూలుగా వెళ్తున్నాను సార్ ఇంకా టెంపుల్ మామూలుగా రోజే వెళ్తున్నాను. లేదండి మామూలుగా కొందరికి ఉంటుంది కొందరికి ఉండదు.
మాకు ఉంటుంది
మీకు ఉంటుందా సార్? మాకు ఉంది.
అదే మీ ఫెస్టివల్ ఉందా మాట్లాడి అడుగుతాను ఓకే చెక్ కానీ అసైన్మెంట్ ఇస్తాను దాన్ని బట్టి ఇంట్లో అసైన్మెంట్ చేయాలి ఓకేనా హాలిడే ఇస్తాను ఐ లాస్ట్ సార్ హాలిడే ఇప్పిస్తాను బట్ హాలిడే బదులు 2 extra అసైన్మెంట్స్ ఓకే ప్లస్ మీలో ఇద్దరికి బాగాలేదు రికవర్ అవుతారు 2 days లో కదా నిన్న ఎక్కువ బ్రెయిన్ వాడేశారు కదా అందరూ కానీ నిన్న చాలా బాగా చేశారు ఓకే సో వీ ఎండెడ్ day 9 here from the notes after day 9 we are practicing for loops only right day 9 we ended on for loops and then since then we are practicing there is a concept of enumerate okay that is related to for loops I will cover that concept once we have full strength so for now I am letting enumerate I am holding it on pause and we do enumerate once everyone is back on Monday okay next topic sequence unpacking we already did sequence unpacking you remember right sequence unpacking of dictionaries లిస్ట్ టపుల్స్ ఎట్లా చేస్తారు సీక్వెన్స్ అన్పాకింగ్ కామా వేసుకొని చేస్తారు సింగిల్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు జస్ట్ ఒక చిన్న ఎలిమెంట్ పక్కన ఒక కామా వేసేస్తే ఇట్ విల్ బి అన్పాక్డ్ ఆ కామా లేకపోతే వాల్యూ అసైన్ అవుతుంది ఓకే దెన్ యూ నో సీక్వెన్స్ అన్పాకింగ్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ సో ఐ జస్ట్ మెన్షన్ enumerate is pending who will take responsibility to remind me about enumerate on Monday so you have to remind me that sir from this topic enumerate is still pending as on 24 October okay this will do and we have finished full strength sequence unpacking tarvata then we have splicing set operations ivanni unnai these set operations also I'll cover when everyone is there okay after that what I have strings this is the topic I thought to cover one complex topic one simple topic okay so your brains can relax a little bit now so basically almost everything in this string is already done by you and covered by you but we'll go through it in a procedural manner okay let's go one by one and cover most of the string functions and how strings can be used after this you will be able to do the hacker ranking problems and etc because there the input and output format is expected right the input is always in strings so how to modify strings how to split strings you learn here okay after this you have learned for loops if else hello Chetan unmute she
hi sir
నీ బాగాలేదు అయినా వచ్చావా గుడ్ గుడ్ ఈరోజు what I was discussing is that today we'll cover simple topic of strings but with strings once we cover this topic right strings you will be able to do the problems from hacker ranking CodeChef etc because all the inputs always in those programs are from strings right So here, once we cover how to take a string and convert it into our inputs, how to split it, we'll be able to solve those problems. And we have already covered for loops, if else operations, and all the basic questions we have covered. So 25% of the problems you will be able to solve from other places if you want to solve. And I would encourage you go find problems, try to solve, and come back with your doubts. Even if the problem is from outside, we'll do that also. Okay. So now creating strings. Everybody knows how to create string. You give either a single column or double quotes, single quote or double quotes, and your string will be created. You don't need to specify the type. Type will be automatically taken by the Python system. Now you can do concatenation with the strings also. The plus operation that is there that works with numbers, it also works with strings. But with strings, this plus operation will do concatenation. So let's see what is concatenation. What is today's day? 16, right?
Sir.
Okay. Attend.
So we branded sales in the new.
Oh. New file. Controllers. Thank you, Rama. This string. Okay, now strings can also support concatenation. That is by using plus operator. So let me just take two strings, name and greeting. Okay, here there are two strings. I can actually concatenate these two strings in the third string. Welcome underscore MSG equal to name plus, I want to add a space between these two, I can give space also, plus. So what will be the output?
Alice, hello world.
Alice, hello world. Alice, hello world. And that space is added. What if I don't add space here and just add these two? Alice, hello world without space. Now, we have taken this concatenation we have done with variables. We can also do directly also, just by adding two strings. See, Alice, hello world without space. There is no space between Alice and hello here. Now, we can also do the same thing with direct strings. Direct strings how? Welcome plus Chetan. Now it will, what will it print? Welcome Chetan without space. Now if you want to add space, you can add. So like this, you can actually add any number of strings. If you use plus operator on string, it does concatenate. Now you cannot use minus operator on strings. You can use multiply operator again on strings. What does multiply operator do on strings? Welcome Chetan, right? Now let's see what does multiply operator do on string. Welcome MSG equal to, let's say, hi into 3. Yeah. Okay, welcome spelling tappa, very good. Thanks for pointing it out. Hi into 3. Hi. If you do multiplication on string, it will add that string. It will repeat that string. Hi. If you give multiply by 5, it will repeat that string 5 times. Now divide operation will not work on strings. Modulo operator will not work. Only addition and multiplication. Okay, now let's come to strings. So plus operator is basically a concatenation operator. And then we have repeat operator. Now string indexing and slicing. Remember I told you string for slicing or for accessing. Strings work just like lists. So string will be treated as a list of characters. So you can do accessing by index. So let's say I have a string called Python. Okay, this concatenation is done. I will just put it in the comments. This is concatenation. Concatenation and repetition. That is plus and multiply. Plus and repetition is with multiply. Next we have what will we discuss? Indexing. So if we have text is equal to Python, so if I print text of 0, what will it print?
P, sir.
P. Yes, exactly. It will print. If I print text of 1, it will print Y. So just like a list, you can access elements to end. Yes, ఇది already homework. అందుకే చెప్పాను కదా ఇది light topic. Now, what if you want to see the last element? If you give minus, the reverse indexing also works. So this has the reverse in Python n last element. So the indexing forward side 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, reverse side forward side 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, reverse is minus 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so both of these work. Indexing works on strings. Okay.
These are same on slicing?
Yeah. Now indexing and slicing both will work on strings, Chetan.
Okay, sir.
You are thinking Chetan is always present with us. And now you know slicing, right? How you slice a list, you can slice a string also. So let's say slicing a string. So if I want to print only first 3 characters, so I'll give 0 starting, ending will be ending will be 3. 0 1 2 3 characters వచ్చాయి కదా, so ending will be 3. 3 will not be included. Step. Where we don't want to skip anything, we can either give it 1 or leave it blank. So what will be printed? PYT will be printed. PYT, yes. PYT. Okay. 1 ఇవ్వకపోయినా పర్లేదు because default value is 1. PYT is printed. Now if I want to reverse the string, I can give -1 blank and step will be -1. Basically PYTHON in reverse. Okay, we can reverse the string just like we can reverse a list. Now if we give 0 here, it will not reverse completely. P will be missed because last element is always skipped. Last element is excluded. See, P was missing if we give 0. So to reverse it, you have to leave it blank so that everything gets included. So if you give it blank, any of the values, step or this, it will step or starting or step. If you give blank for the starting, it will take the first element. If you give blank for the ending, it will take the last element. Include the last element. If you give last element, it will get excluded. That is slicing. Same behavior that you have with index slicing. exactly same is there with string slicing and list slicing are exactly same. Only difference with the strings and list is that you cannot modify it using index. You can modify a string, but you cannot modify a string using index. So if I try to do this, txt text of 0 equal to Python, instead of Python, I will say Zython. So if I want to change just one character, it will give an error. That, see, string object does not support item-wise assignment. So indexed assignment, it will not support. You can do all the viewing, slicing. In slicing, why it is supporting? Because in slicing, it creates a different string. Original string remains unchanged. It creates a new string based on the parameters you have given. So it is allowed. But changes to the original string is not allowed through indexing, slicing, or through indexing basically. Okay. String does not support item assignment. So we'll put it here. Okay. Error. Error. Why? Because string does not support item assignment. Okay.
యాడ్ చేయడం కావదా మోడిఫై చేయడం కావదా
Add చేయడం కూడా అవదు. Let's say how many? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Text of 6 I'll give. It will not let you add. It will not let you do anything, any modifications to the original string. Original string has to be as is.
That's the peaceful.
మరి రిమూవ్ అవుతుందా
delete, no modifications to the original string. Python నానే ఉండాలి.
అంటే యాజ్ సేమ్ యాజ్ ద టపుల్
Only index operations will not work. See, delete text of string does not support item deletion also. So any modification operations, as same as tuple, modification operations are not allowed. But you can do it on the whole string. If you want to go do some changes, the whole string you can do. Without indexing, if you do, text is equal to text plus then let's see, let's run this 1 second. Let's see Python. See text. Where is this Python stored? In text. The original text has now changed, right? It has allowed this original text with direct string operations, not with the indexed operation.
another word is added but cannot find characters, right?
Sorry, mali cheppu.
Another word is added but cannot find the characters, right?
Cannot change the characters. Individual characters we cannot change. We can add to the string through directly string operation, not through indexing.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's come back. So now what are escape characters? So when we are trying to write strings, sometimes we want to add a new line. How do we add new line? So /n. So you are using /n so far, but the meaning of /n is, what is /n? /n is a escape character. Anything after slash, there are few predefined escape characters. So /n is one of them. So you need to know those escape characters. So if I give Python, good. Python, it has come to the second line. If I give /t, this is new line, okay? /t is for tab space.
Tab space.
text equal to this is my text and let's write tab, and here I'll give /t. This is another escape character. It has given a tab space between the text. Okay, /t. That's another escape character. /n/t. Okay, let's say you want to print just slash. Let's see what happens. You want your text to have just slash. అంటే స్లాష్ ఎక్కడ ఉంటది, ఇక్కడ ఉంటది చూడండి. Okay, wait. See, if you go copy this address, if you want to copy this address, okay, here it has slashes, right? I want to print this address in my string. Text equal to, what will happen now? What will,
Yes, sir.
as it is printed, let's see.
Yes, sir.
No, slash, as I said, as soon as you put slash, it will consider it as escape character.
Yes, sir.
/c is not defined. /k is
Yes.
not defined. /d is not defined. So it is giving error. See, Unicode escape codec can't be decoded in bytes. Okay. So for that, if you want to use slash directly in your string, you have to assign it and say that ignore that slashes. Slashes are not my special characters. They are direct string. You have to write R, raw string. So you have to say this is my raw string. Okay, and then you will be able to print direct addresses that has backslash. So first of all, we have given special meaning to backslash. But there are some scenarios where we want to put backslash in our string. Then you have to use raw string. Raw string is identified by R. We use another notation, F. F is for calculating values.
So what is raw string? What is raw string? I mean,
raw string is basically slash in a string. Slash means a special character. After slash, some special character code will come. But sometimes if you want to print the strings like this, addresses, there also slash is there, but it is not a special character, right? So at that
Yes,
time,
sir.
if you want to print slashes directly, you will use raw string. See, if I remove that raw string symbol, you will get error. Because slashes are there, and slashes are escape characters. So it will say,
Yes, sir.
these are escape characters. How are you using it in a string without meaningful way? So I'm saying, no, these are not escape characters. These are my normal characters. So I'll say, put it as raw string. When I ask Python to take this as raw string, it will ignore slashes as special characters, escape sequences. It will just treat it like normal text and print that. So I'll just write it another, write it here. Without raw string, raw string here, indicated as slash is when setting escape sequence, escape character. Yeah. With raw string, it is printed normally. With raw string, slash is printed as text. With raw string, slash is treated as normal text. Okay. Raw string. Now let's go. Raw string is a string immutability. We just discussed. With index, you cannot change. Now we have some common string functions. Yeah, you can use the result of your string from the index and add it to another string in a different variable.
నెక్స్ట్ లో ఒక స్ట్రింగ్ ఉంది కానీ తీసుకునేది టెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ అని ఇంకో స్ట్రింగ్ తీసుకున్నాం.
అది కాదు ఇండెక్స్ లో రివర్స్ చేసి ఇంకో స్ట్రింగ్ ఇంకో వేరియబుల్ యాడ్ చేయొచ్చు. S0 ఆఫ్ ఇంటూ టెక్స్ట్ కాకుండా వేరే వేరియబుల్ పెట్టుకో. You just want first character, but you can't change the original text. You put it in a different variable, var1, var2, you put single elements. Basically అదే ఒరిజినల్ టెక్స్ట్ మాత్రం చేంజ్ చేయలేము. అదే చెప్తుంది ఇక్కడ. ఒరిజినల్ టెక్స్ట్ కాకుండా మీరు సెపరేట్ వేరియబుల్ తీసుకొని దాంట్లో యూ డూ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ వాంట్ టు డూ with indexing also. Now we have some very good functions. Split. Chetan, you remember you asked sir hacker ranking lo anni inputs direct ichestaru 10 20 30 space ichestaru. How can we separate it into different variables? Now we'll learn it with this function.
Yes, sir.
I'll go one by one. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So first function is as string dot lower. So let's say we have Python, right? Lower equal to text dot lower. Lower. Python mein P is capital, right? In Python, P is capital. Now let's see what is value of lower. Lower.
అన్ని లోవర్ లో వస్తాయి సార్.
అన్ని
లోవర్ కేస్ వస్తాయి.
Okay. Some error has come. Let's see that error.
Single quotations.
Okay, the escape characters have gone into this string, but they are still being considered as escape characters even inside the comments. Oh my god. How do I solve this? I will.
రెండు డెవలపర్స్ పెట్టి చూడండి.
One second. Python has come in lowercase. This I need actually now. So what I'll do is I'll take a new file for this. Save this. We'll just run it once and see if it is running correctly or not. Okay.
Next.
Okay, this file is running correctly. I'll save this and I'll create new file. Okay, 16 string functions. Okay, so when I say lower, it will change Python to lower. Everything becomes lower code. So sometimes you have to do string comparisons. You don't know whether user is giving. Remember when we are doing yes or no from user, he might give capital Y, he might give small y. So what to do those comparisons? Take everything, convert it to lower, and then do the comparison. One second.
వీడియో ఆన్ చేయరా వీడియో ఆన్ చేసేసారు
రే చేతన్
సార్ తనే చేయమన్నాడు సార్.
చెయ్యి పర్లే ఏముంది.
వద్దులేండి సార్.
అంటే నీ ఫేస్ కనిపిస్తే నీకు డౌట్ ఉందో లేదా నాకు తెలుస్తుంది కదా, నీ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ నాకు డౌట్లు తెలుస్తాయి కదా. So lower, first function is done. So where will we use lower? We'll use lower for whenever we are doing comparisons. We don't know what input is coming and we don't know what output is there with us. So use lower. Everything becomes lower. Everything is in lowercase, so it is easier for you to do the comparisons. You don't have to worry about case. Now, generally, it's not just the first letter. What if the third letter I have put capital? All those things, you don't have to worry about it once you convert it to lower and then do the comparisons. Okay, you can do lower directly on the text also. See, text 2 equal to, you can do it directly on the text. You don't need to. Text dot lower we have already used. We can do here itself. We created this text and we can do dot lower here itself. So now we'll print text 2. Let's see. Text 2. And Python. Okay. Text 2 we can directly do lower. Then there is also a function when if you can convert something to lower, you can convert something to upper also. So everything will be converted into upper characters. So we'll do this. Dot UPPER upper. Here also UPPER upper. Text dot upper. Now in the next line, everything will be converted to uppercase. So first Python smaller case, then Python uppercase. All the letters will be converted to uppercase. Okay. What is strip function? Strip function is it will remove if there are any spaces, white spaces are there, it will remove it. So let's say my text has this, or my text has this. Print text 2 and print upper. I'll make it text 1. Chetan, మధ్యలోనే మీటింగ్ డిస్కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. నేనేం చెప్పను, తర్వాత మళ్ళీ జాయిన్ అవుతే మళ్ళీ చెప్తాను. ఇంకో లింక్ పంపిస్తాను, దాని నుంచి జాయిన్ అవుతాను.
సరే.
కాదు, యాక్చువల్ గా మనకి ప్రీమియం ప్లాన్ ఉంది, బట్ మనకి ప్రీమియం లో కూడా 2 క్లాసెస్ ఒకేసారి చేయలేము. జావా సార్ క్లాస్ అవుతుంది కదా, అంటే జావా క్లాస్ అవుతుంది కదా, అందుకే మనకి 14 Okay, text 1 dot split strip అంటే తీసిడం. Okay, let's see. మధ్యలో స్పేస్ పెట్టాను, స్టార్టింగ్ లో స్పేస్ ఉంది, ఎండింగ్ లో స్పేస్ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ ఎండింగ్ లో స్పేస్ ఉంది. లెట్స్ సీ వాట్ అవుట్పుట్ కమ్స్. సో ఇట్ విల్ ఓన్లీ రిమూవ్ ద void spaces at the beginning or the ending, not in the middle. Basically middle lo mana space hi, how are you, hi space how space are space you. ఈ స్ట్రిప్ వాడాం అనుకోండి, అవి కూడా పోతాయి. You will lose the meaning of your sentences. So beginning ending it will remove. So sometimes what happens whenever you're trying to write something, in beginning some white characters come on, or in ending some extra characters come. That is used for that. It will not remove the white characters in the middle. Okay. Replace. So now let's see, we'll do replace. Okay, right. Python is good. Okay.
స్ట్రిప్ అంటే అదే అంటే ఆ వర్డ్ లో క్యారెక్టర్స్ మధ్య గ్యాప్ తీస్తుందా?
స్టార్టింగ్ ఎండింగ్ గ్యాప్స్ తీసేస్తుంది.
అంటే మరి క్యారెక్టర్ కి స్పేస్ వచ్చింది అనుకో,
అది తీయదు.
అప్పుడు మరి అది తీయదా?
తీయదు. లాస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్
అది ఒక
ఇదిగో చూడు,
అది ఒక ఇండెక్స్ లాగా ప్రింట్ అవుతుందా?
ఇదిగో చూడు, మధ్యలో ఉన్న గ్యాప్స్ తీయదు, ఎండింగ్ లో గ్యాప్ పెట్టు, స్టార్టింగ్ లో గ్యాప్ పెట్టాను, స్టార్టింగ్ ఎండింగ్ గ్యాప్స్ తీసింది, మధ్యలో ఉన్న గ్యాప్ వదిలేసింది. Replace old versus new. Okay, now we'll say replace old versus new. Replace what? Will replace good, and we'll say Python is bad. We'll replace good with bad. Python నేర్చుకుని ఇంకా bad అంటారా? Very good. We'll replace good with very good, and here we'll try to replace P with Z. So you can do replace P with C. It is case sensitive. If you give small p, it will not replace. So if you want it to not be case sensitive, convert everything to lower and then do all the operations. Zython. So first we'll get Python is very good, and second we'll get Zython. Let's see. బ్లాంక్ స్పేసెస్ వదిలేసాను. ఆ బ్లాంక్ స్పేసెస్ అట్లానే ఉంటది. ఇక్కడ బ్లాంక్ స్పేసెస్ వచ్చింది చూడండి, కనిపించట్లేదు కానీ ఇది ఉంది, ఆ బ్లాంక్ స్పేస్ అక్కడ ఉంది. విల్ రిమూవ్ దట్ బ్లాంక్ స్పేస్. Python Zython. This is how replace work. And let's say good is there, right? We'll do another replacement. We'll just replace O with Y. So every time there is O, it will be replaced with Y. See, not just once. Every occurrence of O will be replaced with Y. ఎన్ని చోట్ల O కనిపిస్తే అన్ని చోట్ల మార్చేస్తుంది. Python is byte. See, ఎక్కడెక్కడ O ఉందో అన్ని చోట్ల మార్చేసింది. సో మన ఎట్లా, సపోజ్ ఒక పెద్ద పారాగ్రాఫ్ ఉంది, నీ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఉంది, రమా హ్యాస్ డన్, జస్ట్ రీప్లేస్ రమా విత్ చేతన్ పెట్టేస్తే ఆ పారాగ్రాఫ్ లో రమా వచ్చిన ప్రతి చోట చేతన్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. చేతన్, యూ కెన్ స్టీల్ హర్ ప్రాజెక్ట్. ఇంకా వెళ్ళలేదు జోకులు ఆన్లైన్ లో పడవు మంచిగా.
ఏంటి సార్?
ఏం లేదు చేతన్, ఏం లేదు. సో రీప్లేస్ అయిపోయింది. ఇప్పుడు రీప్లేస్ తర్వాత స్ప్లిట్. చేతన్, పే అటెన్షన్ నౌ.
Yes, sir.
Now let's say I'll take an input from user. Now I'll take an input from user. Okay. The input is equal to input of a input keyword kada. We have to use a different name. User input is equal to input of enter 3 numbers with space. Okay. Print ఏంటి? Print user input. User underscore input. Okay. So enter 3 numbers with space 10, 20, 30. కొత్త file లో రాయాలి. I'll take another file for this. This is important topic. Okay. Save చేసేసి file, new file plus the 16 string split. Okay. Okay. We'll now run it. Okay. Enter 3 numbers 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. Okay. Now I want these 10, 20, 30 separately. How will I get? Now I can use split underscore val equal to user underscore input dot split split and nothing, blank space, and user underscore split. Okay. Now if I run it 10, 20, I did not print it kada, ikkada print cheyali. Print split split underscore value val split val. Okay. 10, 20, 30. So what has it created? A list of 3 elements. Okay. Now if you want it in a variable, how will you take it? ఈ 3 elements input తీసుకున్నాం కదా, ఆ 3 elements నాకు 3 variables లో కావాలి. How will I do it? I want it in 3 variables. A, B, C equal to